All right, welcome back. In this class, sometimes you are going to have some blogs on which you're going to need to work with a partner. So after you've watched the introductory videos the first week and you've decided, hey, I think I want to work with this person, you can send them out an email, which if you go down here to email, you can see you can send out an email to all of student users, or you can go down here and select users, and you can just click on a name and move it over here, and then go down here and type out your email. So you can say, hey, would you like to be a partner with me in this class? Once you've decided that, if you go over here to the groups link, you'll see here's the sign up. So you can tell your partner, all right, let's go in and sign up for group number 2. And you just go in there, click on it, sign up. So now I already signed up, so I will get rid of that. And then you two will see this. You have an area, a group blog. You can post different things, exchange files. You can just send emails directly to the group there. You can do a wiki. Whatever tools you want to use, they're right there at your disposal. The last thing I want to cover is the written assignments. If you go to this link, you will see, just like in the weekly modules, there's a folder for each of the assignments. And let's just take a look at the literature review, and you'll see different things in each assignment. So this once again just means that it's a file. Where you see the paper with the pencil and the ruler, that is where you will upload your assignment, and that's also where the rubric is. So on here you'll see a sample. I provide a sample not for you to copy it directly, but rather for you just to see a final product. I just think it helps to have that in mind. And you will also see on some of these, the literature review I'm covering in one of the weekly modules. Sometimes there'll be a video giving you an overview of the assignment as well. Also on this assignment, you need to upload it into TaskStream. You should already be enrolled in TaskStream in the credential, but you do need to enroll in the MED Special Emphasis Program, and this form shows you how to do that. So I want to just click on where you upload it to show you a couple of things. There's just a reminder of when it's due, and then here's where you'll see the rubric. So if you click on that, you can scroll through the rubric. And this is what I'll be using to grade. So make sure that you go through and say, okay, do I have everything that's listed on here? Sometimes students tell me, oh, I saw a rubric, but I didn't look at it. Well, if you don't do that, you're probably not going to get a very good grade, because these are the components that I'm looking for. So make sure you look at the rubric prior to starting to write your assignment, and then also look at it prior to submitting to make sure that you have included all of those things. Then to attach your file, you just go to Browse My Computer, upload your file, and then you'll go down to Submit. And that way it will show up in the Blackboard Grade Center. So that's how it works for each one of these. The only one that does not have a rubric is the research article table. I think you'll see through this video that it's pretty self-explanatory. Once again, you have all of the things you need here, and then there is your submission link. So I hope this has given you a good overview of how the course is set up. I want to just give you a few tips about being successful in an online class. And one of them is knowing your learning style, knowing how you work best. The beauty of an online class is that you can work on it whenever it's convenient for you. But I need you to think about, do you do your best work in the mornings? Do you do your best work in the evenings? Do you do your best work in short bursts, maybe half an hour to 45 minutes? Or do you need a longer block of time, 2.5 hours? And then get yourself in a routine. So somebody for me to say, Valerie, you need to be studying at 6 in the morning. That is not going to work with who I am. I'm much better in the evenings. So if you say, all right, I'm the freshest on Mondays or and Tuesdays or Saturday evenings, then set up, all right, I'm going to do all of the work in the module, the viewing of the videos. I'm going to do all of that on Monday evenings. Then I'm going to take an hour on Wednesdays to complete the blogs or discussion boards. And then I'm going to spend time on Saturdays, maybe a block of 2 hours, to work on any of the written assignments. Get yourself in a schedule. Now, if you have a lot going on in your house, I suggest you going to a quiet place where you can, at a library, university library, at a regional campus if you're there, where you can have some quiet space to work, especially if you have young kids, because if you're at home, then you're fair game, right? Also, make sure you stay up to date. What happens, and it happens the same in face-to-face classes, if you get a week behind, pretty soon you're 2 weeks behind, and you're then the rest of the term you're constantly playing catch up. Also, reach out for help. If there is something in the weekly module or in your textbook that you're not understanding, please, you can ask anybody else in the class. You can ask me for help, but don't allow it to just snowball and get out of control. Keep up to date on the reading. Make sure you're dedicating time to the self-check activities, because that lets you know, all right, am I understanding this content? Do I need to go back and rewatch the videos? All of those types of things are really going to help you be successful. Also, just something that you need to know, for most of you, you're not very familiar with APA. You have that APA manual. You need to use it. So it's important. It's not a book that you read cover to cover, but as you're writing your written papers, think about, all right, how do I write? When do I write out numbers using words? When do I use numerals? It's all in the APA manual. Make sure you really focus in on the sample papers in Chapter 2. Those give you the framework to be able to look at, am I doing references correctly? APA is very specific. They tell you exactly where to put a period, a comma, where to italicize. So you have to pay attention to details. All right, so here's to a great term together.